and welcome to Uncommonly Good MTG. I am your host, the good, the noble, the completely insufferable Dr. Yukon Suck It. Today I'm broadcasting to you from my secret underground headquarters on top of a giant eucalyptus tree in Southern California. And which is a weird place for underground headquarters to be at, but that's why it's so secret, is because still. Anyways, today I'm bringing you to a deck that I found over at Aetherhub. Aetherhub's where I found it. And it's hard to categorize. It's Golgari, definitely, because it's black and green. It's got a lot of control. It's got a certain amount of reanimation, and it's got ramp. So it does lots of stuff that black and green love to do, and I'm hoping it does very well. I'm hoping it does very, very well. So let's take a look what's in the deck, and then we'll go give it a play. Over here at the low end, we've got Dig Up. With look at as your fingernails tend to be, you tend to dig up glowing bugs like that. Anyways, it costs 1, and you can search your library for a basic land, reveal it, put it into your hand, and then shuffle. It's all very innocent. But you can cleave that spell for 4, at which point then you would be able to search your library for any card. You don't have to reveal it, and you could just put it in your hand and shuffle. So that allows you to go get your library and go get what you want, essentially. Hopefully at the beginning it's going to be land, thus the rampiness of it. Otherwise, maybe something else. Maybe something else. Then next up we got March of the Wretched Sorrow. So this is a card that deals X damage to target creature or planeswalker, and you gain X life. So it's a control card. And the more mana you have, the more powerful it is. And you also have the ability to sacrifice black cards in your hand to put an additional 2 gray mana into it. So it's a nice little card. And it's an instant as well, which means you could use it to take out man lands and stuff like that. All right. We got Shigeki, the Jukai Visionary. This guy is, you put him out, and he's got a big butt, 3, right? But you could bounce him back to your hand. You pay 2, return him back to your hand. You reveal the top 4 cards of your library, and you can put a land from them to the battlefield and put the rest into your graveyard. Now, so putting things in your graveyard is a lot of what this deck's about, because there is reanimation, and you like that. So putting that dude out, bringing him back, getting things in your graveyard, pulling out more land, that's all ramp and just getting ready for reanimation. Plus, you also have the ability to channel this card, which is where you can discard it, and you can return X target non-legendary cards from your graveyard to your hand. So that's not based on mana cost. That's just based on just total number of cards. So sure, it costs you 4 to get 1 card back, but it only costs you 6 to get 2 cards back. That's not bad at all. 8 to get back 3 cards. And with all the ramping you're doing, you might be able to pull back a bunch of cards with this guy. We got Witherbloom Command, which you get to choose 2 of them. It costs you 2 mana, you get 2 abilities. Target player mills 3 cards. It's something you want to do. And then you return a land card from your graveyard to your hand. That's the ramp. Destroy target non-creature, non-land permanent with a mana value 2 or less. That's control. Target creature gets -3, -1 till the end of the turn. That's sort of control. It's also a nice little... I was using it a little while ago to take out Titans of Industry, actually. With other Titans of Industry, of course. But yeah, you just got to make them a little bit less than what you are, at which point they're killable. Target opponent loses 2 life and you gain 2 life. So that'll just help keep you alive and maybe even kill your opponent. You never know. We got the Meathook Massacre, which is a great board wipe. We've all been using it for quite a while now. It's a fantastic card. I'm not going to get into much further than that. We got Cemetery Tampering. Okay, so this is a Hideaway 5, meaning that when you pull it out at the beginning of your... Okay, so what happens with Hideaway is that you take a look at the top 5 cards of your library. You exile one of them face down. It goes underneath this card, essentially. You put the rest on the bottom of your library in random order. So, okay. And then at the beginning of your upkeep, you may mill 3 cards, which is kind of what you want to do. And then if you have 20 or more cards in your graveyard, you may play the exiled card without playing its mana cost. So really you're using this just to mill cards. So you can throw stuff into the graveyard so that you can... I mean, have you done anything yet to bring things back? Well, Jukai Visionary will. Yeah, so it allows you to go get things right out of your graveyard and put them back into your hand. So here's Soul Transfer. Choose one. If you control an artifact enchantment, you can do both. Do we have any artifacts here? We do. Do we have enchantments in here? We do. Of course, not for very long. It's kind of a, and this is a good enchantment right there. There we go. But anyway, so you exile target creature or planeswalker. Great. That's a little bit of control right there. Or you can return target creature or planeswalker from your graveyard to your hand. Okay, so it's not, a great one, something that goes back to the battlefield. But yeah, you do have, if you can find something out there that you want to grab, you can go get it. Now, what do we have? We can go get the Jukai Visionary, so it's going to be Planeswalker or Creature. And we don't really have a lot of them in here. We've got it's Titan of Industry pretty much, and the Jukai. All right, so let's move along. We got Binding the Old Gods right off the bat. Control. Right after that, go get a Forest. Ramp. After that, all your creatures gain Death Touch. So, third ability, it's okay. I mean, I'm not expecting to have a bunch of creatures, so it's all right. We got Culling Ritual. So this will destroy each non-land permanent with a mana value of 2 or less. And then you get to add black or green for each permanent destroyed this way. So hopefully if there's a bunch out, you could actually leverage that to be able to play something big, Invoke Despair, or Harness Infinity, or maybe a Titan of Industry. You can maybe convert that 4 into 7 or 8 or 10. It's hard to say. All right, so Cosmos Elixir. We got Cosmos Elixir in here because at the end of your step, you will draw a card if your life total is greater than your starting life total. So if it's 21 or more, then you'll draw a card. Otherwise, you gain 2 life. So this helps. It's really a tempo card is what this does. It keeps you alive. It just gives you an extra boost every turn. It's a little bit of steroids to keep you hulking out. We got Graveyard Shift. This is reanimation right there. So don't worry about the first part. It's really return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. So for 5, you can pull back Titan of Industry. What you kind of want to do is you want to get Titan of Industry into the graveyard, and then you want to use Graveyard Shift to get him back early. I would, this is the new card because from Stooges and New Capenna. I really like Back with the Tide or whatever it is. That one's really nice because you can foretell it and pay 4 to bring things back. So if we play this deck more in the future, that might be a thing I'd recommend swapping out, is going with the Back with the Tide. We've got what is this? This spell has Flash as long as there are 5 or more mana values amongst cards in your graveyard. Now, so with all of the graveyard dumping you're planning on doing, you should be able to play this as a Flash, which means that you can put the Titan out at the end of your opponent's turn, which means that you can basically have haste with the Titan if that would be the case. So therefore, it's more or less like a hasty, reachy trample. You're not attacking on his turn, but you'll be able to attack on the turn immediately upon putting, the first turn you have him out. We've got Shadow's Verdict, which again, this is taking out all of those low-end creatures, which it affects your Sulkai Visionary. It also affecting your Rhino you'll be creating with the Titan of Industry. But mostly you're hoping it's going to be your opponent's creatures. So exile all creatures and planeswalkers with the mana value of 3 or less, which in the meta right now, or at least in the last meta in Kamigawa, that was a lot. That was a lot of stuff. All of those commies of, Enchantment-tude, this would just wipe them all out. So hopefully, right now with all the citizens, all the token generation going out, this will take all of that stuff out as well. So this is a great card probably in the meta right now. We'll just have to see how well that works out. Culling Ritual is another one. This is 2 or less. This one's 3 or less. So that's what we're banking on, is wiping the board of creatures based on their mana value. Okay, so Invoke Despair. This is kind of what this deck is also about, is if you get invoked, because Invoke Despair is a great card. It can do 6 points of damage, or it can just wipe a bunch of their stuff out. But also you want to bring it back from the graveyard and keep using it over and over again. And dig up. Well, that'll go get it from the library. What else do we got in here? This one right here, we got the Jukai Visionary. You can go and pull things back from your graveyard. This would be a great place to get Invoke Despair. Bring those back so you can cast it. In Harness Infinity, if you can exchange your graveyard in your hand, at which point then you'd be able to cast your Invoke Despairs again. I think I've seen versions of this deck where there's much more of playing things out of your graveyard, and I just hit like multiple times with Invoke Despair, just over and over and over again. It was so devastating. So that's kind of why I like this deck. Is I saw Invoke Despair, I saw that it was Golgari, I thought that's what we're going to have going on with this. It doesn't look like it's quite tuned that way, but we'll see what we can do. We'll see what we can do. All right, so we got Titan of Industry, who costs 7, but we have tricks for getting him out for a lot less than 7. So hopefully, we got only 2 of them in there, but hopefully we'll be able to get him in the graveyard. We'll be able to get him out cheaper and more regularly. But when he comes into play, he's got Reach, he's got Trample, he's a 7/7, and you get to choose any 2 what you got going on there, which is destroy target artifact or enchantment. Target player gains 5 life. That'll be yourself. Create a 4/4 green Rhino token, or put a shield counter on a creature you control. Shield, and see, you can see that Rhino. He's got himself a manhole cover shield right there. That'll protect him. What do you think he's holding on to there, right behind in that manhole cover? Like everybody always builds their manhole covers with like little arm straps to put on the backside there. Let's see, Harness Infinity. So yeah, exchange your hand and your graveyard, exile Harness Infinity. So there's only one of them in here. It costs what is it, 7? At which point you just take what's in your graveyard, and you have the ability to cast it that turn. Hopefully that'll be it. You'll be ready to go. So hopefully you got enough mana. You can go to town and do some stuff. I notice it doesn't say like you have unlimited hand size for the rest of the game or anything like that. So kind of seems like you sort of need to go for it. Otherwise, you're parring down to 7 at the end of your turn. And I mean, it's still good to have a lot of great cards at the end of turn. And though you pick from the 7 you want, not bad at all. All right, we've got 3 man lands right there. We got another man land right there. We got the black one that mills and brings back creatures and planes from your graveyard to your hand. What else we got? Tri-land, Field of Ruin, some dual lands, and some regular basic lands. That's what we're dealing with a 60-card deck. Let's check it out. Subscribe. All right, we're playing against Moggs. And we've got 2 mana. Technically, we could probably easily go for a 3rd. This one will probably get us a 4th, so let's keep it. And I'm going to go ahead and use Dig It Up. Let's go get another... Let's go for a black. Alright, let's pick 2. Electric Boogaloo. Target a player. Target an opponent. Alright, yeah, Field of Ruin, why not? I think that Den of the Bugbear needs to be ruined. Alright, so right now we could go ahead, do this. That's not going to kill that guy. Just target non-land creature, yep. But I could just do this and start the flood. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's invoke Despair. What do I have over here anyway? Not a whole lot. Alright, next turn we can do Binding of the Old Gods. Oh no! Oh no! Well, I do control an artifact. We'll take that action. 1, 2, 3. Great, we take that damage. Let's see what I got in here. Anything good? Yes, I do. Alright, let's Soul Transfer. Exile target creature or planeswalker. And return guy from a graveyard to a hand. Oh, okay, well. This guy's going to cost me a bit to get out. I got 2 in my hand now. That's Nuki. I'll attack. Have a good time. What do I got over here right now? 7? I got a long way to go. Let's take that action. Oh, what does he got out in play there, by the way? He's got 3 and 2. So what if we go for one of those that costs 5? So I'm thinking Meathook Massacre. Meathook Massacre will take care of 3s. My next turn. Let's just do that. No attacks. This is bad. What is that? 6 is 10. Plus 2 to start off with. There we go. Take action. So close. So close. The problem is that I can do this. 1, 2, 3. Problems when I kind of live through the bugbear. Yeah, I can. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here comes a bugbear. And back down to 1. Alright, so to play this game, we gotta kill the bugbear to start off with. Take out that guy. I'll put out a green. And we're gonna play Witherbloom. Negative, and that. Target a creature, target an opponent. Okay, I've got 6 mana out. Still waiting to get number 7 so we can play a Titan of Industry. He's got plenty of cards in his hand though. What am I at here? 19, take the action. Yes, we'll play that. Pop him for 6. And we did not get a mana. We did not get a mana. That is crazy. Let's see. I just need to empty my hand a little bit. We'll go ahead and do this. Target a player to mill 3 cards. That would be me. Target an opponent. Okay, we're bringing back a land. Sure, why do I want to do that? Okay, we are going to have to get rid of some stuff. I can play some things though, can't I? I can put him out. I've got 4, which will get me another land. So let's just do that. I can't kill anything, but it'll ramp my land up. Okay, that's not going to gain me anything. I got lots of stuff in there, so I am not going to take this action. Alright, murder, death, kill. What's great about Titan of Industry? Not a legendary. Let's see who could pick 2. Let's go ahead and put out a Rhino, and I don't think he's going to be able to take it out, so I'm just going to gain 5 life. Oh, he's going for it. He's going for it. He's going to waste it all. There we go. I could have been shield on him, but yeah, I got another one in my hand, so we're cool. He's gonna be really disappointed with my next turn. Decline. Alright, dude. I think you're screwed. Alright, March of the Wretched Snow would be great for the Bugbear, other than the fact that I don't have the mana for it. Yeah, come on in. Yeah, he's just gonna throw himself at the wall. Pass the blockers. And we'll take out that other guy. Go for it. Alright, so Shadow's Verdict would take out all of his dudes. It'll also take out my Rhino, but I won it this turn. There we go. Victory! Victory! And we're playing against Hot Mulligan. 1, 2, 3. Let's keep it. We got a while until anything interesting is going to happen, so we're just going to go ahead and start putting on our mana. Play it heavy on the black side at the moment, and we're done. I got Cemetery Tampering coming out on the next turn. You know who would love this? Would be the Velomachus dudes. Of course, that's all red and white. But yeah, red and white and black with a little Cemetery Tampering put in the mix there. Not bad. Oh, let's go ahead and go for... yeah, the Invoke Despair. That was a cool trick last time. It's not so much a trick, it's just having that effect occur. Take action. 1, 2, 3. Alright. There we go. There's number 4. Looking more to Shadow's Verdict on the next turn, so we are done. 7 and 7. We have 4. We definitely have 5. What do we got in here? Not a whole lot. That guy is a 4, so that means Shadow's Verdict is not going to affect them. Take that action. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Alright, unfortunately Witherbloom Command is going to get in the way of my Shadow's Verdict. It'd be good to do both. I can kill both those guys, so let's not worry about it. I can mill some more, return some stuff from the graveyard to my hand. Anything good in there right now? Soul Transfer, maybe? Oh wait, cancel. I'm sorry. I don't read those instructions very well, apparently. Mill and negative. Target a player. That's me. Target a creature. That would be the Prosperous Innkeeper. Let's bring back our pal. I can't get soul transfer, huh? Has to be permanent. Well, that didn't work out the way I wanted it to. All right, whatever. Man land. Still well under 20. We're at 12 right now. Let's do the man land. Let's go ahead and I don't have much time. I need to have 6 to be able to pop them, and that didn't work out. So we're gonna have to take some more hits, and we are done. Dang it! I could have put out the slow land, you know, or the fast land. I mean, and then I could have popped them that turn. I just wasn't thinking. And this guy is gaining life like crazy. Take action. So we're up to 15 now, is that the deal? Yep. Alright, here comes our land. We're gonna go ahead and pop everything for 1, 2, 3, 4. Auto pay. Gain 2 life out of the deal. They got a lot of land. What I got in here worth playing. Ooh, they're gonna hate this next move. Everything out there's got a low end mana cost. Take that action. 1, 2, 3. We'll go into the Harness Affinity in a little bit here. Let's put this out as a black. Let's go ahead and clear the board. He's trying to pull the tree dude and the chariot. Ooh, maybe I should think about what I'm doing here. Yeah, I don't need to put that guy out. I'm not in that kind of a game at the moment. You're scared of that, huh? What do I have in here? A lot of mana. Couple soul transfers. I got some control. I got the Cosmos Elixir. Alright, let's go ahead and play out Titan of Industry. Give us a Rhino. And let's put a shield counter on him. Let's keep him alive. You're going through your stuff pretty quick there, my friend. I guess I am too. Let's see. I can do another Titan of Industry, at which point we can take out... Let's go for a Rhino. Let's destroy target artifact. Let's take out that guy. All attack. Let's take out Ren 7. Okay, a little excessive force. Oofed. These guys permanents. And I'm gonna have to lose some guys here that I didn't intend on. Trample, huh? Yeah, I think that's it. I think we're dead. Yeah, there we go. That sucked. Subscribe. Alright, we're going against jacememoryloss. Jacememoryloss. No green, no green. We could pop it though to get that one, get a green. Let's keep it. Don't appear to be in a huge hurry. Why do we have this? I mean, we're not using the red. Cycling? That's probably it. It's straight target non-land, non-creature mana value 2 less. That just seems really, really focused. Alright, I'm going to put out our pal here so we can take out that Storm Giant early. The guy needs one more land to be able to activate himself. We got that. So we can start going man-landy in a little bit. We can go ahead and mill and grab some lands again. Thinking about going for that Field of Ruin just to protect ourselves again. That's the only land anyway, so we're good. Alright, so what is that? 5, 6, 7. Cosmos Elixir, that'll help us move along. Oh! You really, really are looking to use those counter spells, aren't you? Nah, you're just being a dummy. So wait for a man land. You know they're in there. You don't need it. Hopefully he hasn't pulled another counter spell. Because we're going for Titan of Industry. Where's all my graveyard recursion at? That's what I'm wondering. Alright. Rhino up and put a shield. He got to it before the shield got in place. And draw a card. That'll get around the Meathook, or around the shielding, I mean. Can't keep alive that which does not have life. Alright, we'll put out this guy. What do we got up here? No, nothing. Let's go ahead and cycle. Whoa, This Binding of the Old God. Okay, it looks like we may be having to go after him with our manlands here in a second. He's playing control. Liliana. Take that action. 1, 2, 3. All right, let's invoke a little despair. What do I got here? So I got a bunch of Invoke Despair. So let's just wait, because I'll use the Jukai to pull them back. And we are. Let's see what's going on here. Oh, there's a manland. There's another one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We gotta take care of that storm giant. Those things are dangerous. Okay, let's throw this out. Let's pop it. We'll take out the storm giant. It looks like this is the end of our selectable mana supply. But thou shalt not let a manland live. None for us. You gonna kill it? There we go. Discard a card. They don't appear to be going super hot on creatures. All right, let's just go for what do we got here? A bunch. Let's put out another land. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Which means I can play this and bring back. How many do I want? Well, I definitely want 1, 2, And 2. 1, 2. Invoke Despair, Invoke Despair. Auto pay. This guy only requires 4. That's not going to happen. So pop this. We still got to discard a bunch. This is probably a bad decision. Just so crazy about having mana and things to do with it. Next, nothing going on. In turn, we have to discard 2 cards. We're going to get a third here. I guess it's better to have choices, right? All right, we're gonna go mana, mana, March of the Wretched, submit. Pass to attackers. You think he's gonna try to counter me? I would bet that would be the case. Here we go. 1. And that's not good. So there goes the other Invoke Despair. He was planning that was a trap. What do I got in here that's even good to play? Anything? Titan of Industry, done. Okay. Okay, so he's just playing a super boring, I'm not going to let anything happen deck. Which means these aren't going to account for anything. Let's see him go after the Titan of Industry. I had Flash, I could have just played it on his turn. He's fishing for cards that'll help destroy it. Alright, we're going for a Rhino and a shield. I don't have any more man lands. I'm kind of out of those. Let's go ahead and cycle this. And we're done. Discard a card. Alright, see you later, March of the Wretched again. I'm sorry, they won't play any creatures. I don't have anything in here worth playing. I'll tell you what, we're just going to put out Soulcap Visionary as an individual. He can do his 1 point of damage. I got control, 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 but nothing to control. Exile's gonna get me. I can't do much about it. There's another one. One, I got plenty there. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Give you something to shoot at. I've got 10 cards in my library. Oof. You got 24. I don't have much time left to spend on this. Shield counter in the Rhino. Yeah, my Cosmos Elixir is not doing me any help at this point. That means I only got like 4 turns left. Unless I can kill myself somehow, like do some damage to myself. Thing is, he keeps exiling everything. Let's see, what are we gonna do here? Is there anything in here worth playing is the problem. Nothing worth it. Let's go see if we have anything decent in our hand, I suppose. That's it, Lair of the Hydra, huh? I think he knows I'm going to be out of library here in a second. What has he got? Yeah, he's got a Field Rune up there. That's not going to work out terribly well. I don't know, 10? What do you think? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, let's do that. And here we go. We'll get it out, and then Field of Rune will pop it. what do I got here? 2 cards left. Yeah, he's just gonna let me go. I didn't mean to play the angry dude. My finger slipped. I was just meaning to cry. Like, there's nothing he could do. This is just dragging on for no reason. We are gone. Subscribe. All right, so this is Golgari Control Reanimator Ramp. And let's see, we just took it 2 losses out of 3. So what's good, what's bad? Well, here's what's bad about it, right? Number one, when you play Ramp, you think you're playing fast. You're actually playing kind of slow, because you're more focused on trying to get more resources out early than anything else. And in this case, you're actually trying to get out lands, and you're trying to dump stuff into your graveyards. You're spending a lot of time early on just preparing for your mid game. And as such, you're kind of at the mercy of aggro. Now, we did our best against aggro. So let's move on from there. So the second problem is in this deck is that there's very little that actually bites. You got Titan of Industry and you got Invoke Despair. Other than that, everything's just control. It just keeps other people's stuff from doing things. So at that last deck, the last control deck we went up against, I mean, the last thing we have is we got the manlands, right? He just killed every manland. He exiled every Titan of Industry. He ended up exiling every Invoke Despair. And I had nothing at the end, nothing. And so the last thing is that despite how slow we're going and how quickly we're going through our library, getting to things, we're actually emptying our library out quickly. And so if you got things to do and you got ways to play, that's fine. You'll win early, so everything's fine. But when people can get rid of your teeth, you got nothing. So what's great about this deck? Number one, it's like you get at your stuff. Titan of Industry, yeah, I've never played more Titan of Industries in my life. There's only 2 of them, but yeah, they get killed, then you can bring them back, you can play them again, no problem. Invoke Despair, same thing, goes to the graveyard, back. The big problem is there's a lot of exile going on right now. There's a lot of exile, and exile just takes all of that reanimation and throws it down the drain. So, yeah, and this thing, it does what it's supposed to do. It gets stuff into the graveyard. It pulls things out of the graveyard. It gives you lots of mana, and you can go for it. But you'll find that you're just messing around with your deck a bunch, and you're not actually doing anything. And if they don't play creatures, then like a third of your deck is completely useless. So there's a number of decks out there that you're going to go up against with this, and you're not going to get anywhere. Like anybody's playing hardcore control, that's just not going to happen. This deck is not going to do it. So I'm going to give this deck a B+. I think that there's more that needs to happen. I think we need to choke back on some things and increase in other areas. But yeah, as we said, it was too easy to neuter. And then you're just sitting there just basically going through your deck so quickly that you mill yourself. So that's my review of this particular deck. If you end up playing with this deck in the future, I hope you have more luck than I did. That's it for now. If you like this video, please make sure to like and subscribe. From all of us here in the secret underground headquarters of Uncommonly Good MTG, have a great day. See you next time. Later.